Are you ready to discover a project future that will transform your workflow? Join us in this detailed tutorial from our expert trainer who walks you through each step. Let's get started.
In this section of the course, we're going to shift our focus to a different type of reporting, and that is visual reporting. And this is a bit different from the reporting that we've done so far, mainly because visual reports use two other pieces of software. And those pieces of software are Excel and Visio. And visual reporting was a real revolution when it was released, as it greatly increases the scope of project reporting and enables us to harness the power of those two applications, Excel and Visio. So we're going to continue working on our website project, and I'm going to show you what happens when you create a visual report. And our focus in this lesson is going to be on creating a visual report in Excel. You can also do this for Visio. And I am very well aware that you might be watching this training course and maybe not have either Excel or Visio, or maybe you do, but you're not that familiar with those pieces of software. So we're going to stick with Excel, which is the more common one out of the two. And if you've never used Excel before, I'll do my best to explain it as simply as possible. Now, to access our visual reports, we jump up to the Report tab, and right at the end in the Export group, we have a Visual Reports button. So let's click to open it up. Now, the first thing you'll see here is that it asks us to select a template, and we can show report templates that have been created in Excel or Visio. Now, if I have both of these ticked, it's going to show me all of the reports that are available in those two applications. Now, what you'll find is that if you don't have Visio or Excel on your PC, you're not going to see anything in here. Now, currently, I don't have Visio on my PC, so if I was to deselect Microsoft Excel, you can see that I'm not seeing any reports because I don't have Visio. As soon as I click Excel, it's showing me all of the reports that are available to export to Excel. So just be aware of that. The list of reports you see here will very much depend on if you have Excel and Visio installed on your PC. Now, we're going to be working with Excel reports, so we might as well leave both of these ticked. And then underneath, we can see a breakdown of all of the templates available. Now, these are divided down into different categories. If you want to see them all, you can simply click on the All tab. Now, the other three tabs on this bottom row, task usage, resource usage, and assignment usage, those three are slightly different from the others because they're time-phased reports. So if we were to select, for example, the cash flow report, underneath, you can see again, we have a little drop-down box where we can specify the time period that's used in our report. And you can see that the default here is weeks, but we could change this to quarters, months, years, however we want to slice and dice our data. Now, I'm going to keep mine on weeks. And just as a side note, underneath you can see it says include report templates from. If we were to select this option, we can basically grab report templates from anywhere. So maybe our colleagues created a report template and we want to use it. We can pick it up from down here. Now, in this example, we are using the cash flow report. So let's make sure we select it and click on View at the bottom. So project is going to go away and it's going to build everything necessary for the Excel report, and then it's going to open up Excel on your PC like mine has done here, and it's going to show the cash flow report. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can see the whole chart. And as I mentioned, if you're not that familiar with Excel, I'm just going to try and keep this really basic and simple. Now, when you're working in Excel, we work in workbooks, and those workbooks have worksheets. And we can see that in this workbook, we have two worksheets. One's labeled Chart 1 and the other is labeled Task Usage. So this worksheet that we're currently clicked on, Chart 1, is showing us a chart. And if we jump across to Task Usage, this is showing us the actual data that's been extracted from project that the chart is using. Now, you might be looking at this data thinking this looks a little bit strange, but if you are familiar with Excel, then you'll probably know that this is actually a pivot table. And a pivot table is basically like a regular table, except we can move fields around to view our data in different ways. So immediately having this project data in a pivot table gives us a whole host of different ways that we can change our report and analyze this data in different ways. Now, the first thing to highlight here is you might be a little bit confused by the fact that the data is showing in quarters. You can see in column B here, it says quarter, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. And if we go to the chart, I can see that the data is also showing in the chart in quarters. Now, if you recall, we actually selected weeks when we created this chart. So why is it showing in quarters? Well, this is kind of the way that pivot tables work. It's always going to try and aggregate your data wherever possible. But if I was to expand and click the plus symbol next to Q2, you can actually see that that data is broken down into different weeks. So if I expand Q2 and Q3, we can drill down into those figures. And now that I've expanded that, if I go back to the chart, you can see what's happened here. It's also expanded Q2 and Q3 in the chart. Q1 and Q4 are not expanded into weeks because I haven't expanded them in the pivot table. Now, obviously, looking at this, we can see some immediate issues. The formatting isn't too great. We can't tell which week is which. So we're probably going to want to make some changes to our pivot table so that this displays in a nicer format. And in order to do that, you would need to know quite a bit about Excel, pivot tables, and also have some charting skills. So we're not going to delve too deeply into that. I really just want to show you the potential that you have when it comes to visual reporting. So visual reporting is definitely worth checking out, particularly if you're very familiar with Excel, because it's just going to give you so much flexibility when it comes to how your data is being sliced and diced, and also how you can present that data to your audience.
Don't let your momentum stop here. Check out our recommended playlist for more helpful videos to boost your skills. Visit the Simon Says It channel. Explore our videos and training sessions and decide what you want to learn next.